It's gonna come your way. We got something that is new, that is true. We got something just for you today. All around the nation, whoa, we can use sensation. Have you heard? Have you heard? Have you heard?
Hey everyone, welcome to the Kids Inc. podcast. I am your long lost host, Susan Yeager, and this is season 2, episode 3. I say this every time. I don't understand how fast time goes. It blows my mind. It seems like I go to sleep in September of 2024 and I wake up in September of 2025. I cannot believe a whole year has passed since I brought you those last 2 episodes. So I apologize wholeheartedly. I don't know where the time goes, but I am so excited to bring you more behind the scenes info about Kids Incorporated. So let me give you a little bit of information about the chat you're about to hear or watch, depending on where you're getting your podcast. If you're listening in your car, that's great. If you're listening while you're working out, wherever you're listening at your office, be sure to try to check out the YouTube sometime because you can see everybody and you can see the songs and it just gives you a little more pop for the podcast. But if you only listen, that's fine too. I don't care how you digest it. I'm just glad you're here and glad you're part of the journey with us. However, I did want to give you some behind the scenes of what's going on. So this was done a year ago in August. And what happened was I wanted to celebrate the 40 years of Kids Incorporated. So I sent out all these emails, Facebook messages, however I could contact the 44 cast members. And I'm not sure I reached all of them, but I hope I reached a good number of them. And there was a lot of back and forth of, hey, this day works, this day doesn't work. And it was my fault because I threw out a lot of dates. So there was some confusion about when everything was going to go down. And then when we locked something in, somebody was like, well, this date works better for me. And so we rearranged a couple of times. And that resulted in 2 different chats. The one you've already seen part of with Jerry, Fergie, Moosie, and Tom Lynch. And the one you're about to see. And this one is so cool. It's mostly dancers and Moosie, who played Riley. But it's Andrea from seasons 1 through 3, Brian Poth from seasons 4 and 5, and Ken Arata who was in season 9, who was a dancer in season 9. So it's really cool. It's a broad spectrum of the years of Kids Incorporated. These people, for the most part, did not know each other. I mean, of course, Moosie knew Brian and Andrea, and Ken knew Brian, and yada, yada, but you get the drift. So it was an amazing conversation of people whose common denominator was Kids Incorporated. And I think you're really going to enjoy what you hear. So I'm going to stop talking and get right on into the chat. And you guys let me know what you think. Hey, guys.
Hey.
Everybody's popping on. That's Ken. Come on in, Ken. Hi, Andrea.
Hi.
Oh, there you go.
Andrea and I have never met, so I'm very excited. Hi.
It's so nice to meet you.
And this is Ken. Ken was a dancer on the 9th season.
Hey, Ken.
Hi,
Ken,
everyone.
How are
Hey,
you
how are you?
doing?
We've never
well.
met.
Yeah, we've never met.
No.
Good to finally
Ken,
talk to you.
Hey,
This
Ken.
is
Hi, Brian.
Hi.
Face to
Ken.
face.
Brian was
Good
a
to see
dancer
you.
on the 4th and 5th. Andrea is one of the OGs. She was there 1 through 3. Moosie was behind the counter on 1 through 5.
Except when we had to pull him up.
Yes, we're talking about all the
Do the
crazy
dances.
stuff he had to do. Yeah.
Yeah, so much.
And
Lucy,
I felt
how-
prepared for it.
I love your background, by
I
the
know,
way.
isn't it great?
I'm dying right now, Moose.
Okay, you gotta bend down a little, Moosie.
I freaking love you.
Look,
Now
isn't
make
he
something
great?
explode.
Hey, Andrea,
Well, that sounds wrong. That's sorry.
that's first of all. Well, I wasn't going
that
there.
sounds
but
personal.
That's really effed up. I believe in Riley's inventions, and I think you're
Long
all
live Riley.
Long live. Well, apparently,
you
look
did,
at me.
You did an ask us if we
Long
wanted
live
ice cream or
Riley.
milkshakes or
What- What's that,
you
Susan?
didn't ask if we wanted milkshakes or ice cream or
No, I'm in a program. I'm trying to kick the malted and
What's up, dude?
Hey, so Ken,
Yes.
that's good.
Hi.
where are you at? What part of the world are you sitting in right now?
I'm still in LA. I'm in Long Beach now. I was at the time living in North Redondo Beach. But yeah, I've been around LA a little bit. Did a lot of touring as a dancer still after the show. I was with a company called Diavolo Dance Theater.
Oh my God, one of my favorites.
Yeah, they're pretty incredible. Yeah.
Go Ken.
Thank you. They really kind of made me grow up a little bit because I was even on the show. I was really like I like to play pranks on the other kids and stuff, But we
never did any of that.
yeah, sure. But it was a good company, and it kind of led me to where I am now, which is I do stunts and stunt rigging for film and television.
Oh, no
Ooh,
kidding.
we need to talk.
Oh, yeah?
I have twins that were my they're like part of our family. They're graduated and they do a bunch of like martial flow and
Oh,
parkour.
cool.
And they're
Yeah.
wanting to get into, they've done a little bit, but they're wanting to get into stunt work.
Awesome. Do they take from Tempest for their parkour or somewhere else?
We're out in Orange County.
Okay.
So I'm close to you, actually. I
Oh,
used to live in Long Beach.
Oh, awesome. It's
Yeah, in
great.
Belmont Shore.
Oh yeah. Dude, it's
Yeah.
great. I love
Don't say where anyone lives right now, okay? Just like we're just
My
We don't want
address is,
we don't want people showing up at your house.
I don't think I'm going to be stalked by any of you. And if I am, great.
Andrea, open the door. Yeah. Ken probably doesn't know this. Ken, we didn't talk a lot when I was on, although I worked on the season that Ken did. And Ken, I was a fan of the show
Really?
before, yes, and
Cool.
totally stalked Tom Lynch and Ryan Lambert. And that year that you were on, Tommy put me to work. He's like, well, come do an
Really?
internship. And so, guys, I ended up playing the music while Ken and everyone learned their routines.
Oh
I
my
got to work with
God.
Doreen. Yes.
Oh,
That's
Doreen.
amazing.
Yes.
I was gonna
Oh,
ask
Doreen.
if Doreen was your choreographer, Ken.
Yes.
I didn't know about season 9, yeah?
But I
Yeah.
have to tell this story about Ken, and we've never talked about this. It's the first time I've
no.
seen him in
Should I
30
leave?
years.
Should I go?
We're outing you. She's outing you.
This is the best thing ever. Okay, Doreen would come in and go, I forget what song this was, but hey, we're gonna do kind of like a little rumble. I want you and Andre to kind of like, look like you're gonna rough each other up. Does anybody know martial arts? And it's like Ken's like, I do, I can do this. So he actually did the choreography. Then I can't remember if Tommy was directing this episode or what. Then someone would come in and go, okay, we need someone to play oh God, I knew the song yesterday. Hold on. That's just the way it is. I need someone
You're
to play
amazing,
That's Just
Susan.
the way it is on the piano. And Ken's like, I can play.
Like,
Okay, go home tonight. You remember? Go home tonight and learn to play this song, and then we're going to feature you playing the piano. And
Oh my gosh.
So I call him I Can instead of Ken, because no matter what anybody said, Ken would be like, I can do it. You were just amazing.
team player, dude.
Yeah.
I love it.
Just for fun, he says.
Nicole, I want you to look directly into camera. You guys looking over there on outside? Go get some clear.
I love it, Ken.
I have my mom to thank for that. She threw me into everything she possibly could. Yeah.
Listen, that's an age-old actor or performer thing. And
Again.
my example is unicycle. I'm riding one right now, you know?
Yeah.
And,
Oh, yeah.
and then you go out and
Skiing?
you take your first
Slalom.
unicycle lesson. Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
Horses, the funniest.
I can
is
jump on them
Horses.
and off.
Yeah.
actors who have said that they can ride horses, and there's got to be a great montage of the they get to the set and they're like,
Remember when you used to put skills at the bottom of your resume and it would just be a
100%.
list of like everything,
Everything.
accents,
Oh, I juggled,
dialects,
guys.
rollerblading, bicycling, gymnastics. It just kept going and going and going.
Quick,
Yeah.
move my ears.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I can
yeah,
look at my
yeah.
ears.
Yeah.
But Ken was
Do
on.
they even use
That's awesome.
resumes
Thank you
anymore?
for that memory. Oh my gosh. Thank you.
Yeah, it's so funny. Ken, what do you remember though when looking back over the whole experience? What stands out? Do you remember?
Yeah, a few things actually. I remember we we played dark tag in the green room a lot.
Nice.
We
Dart?
dark tag. We turn off
Dark tag,
Dark
like
tag.
laser tag.
Oh.
I thought you were throwing darts in there.
No, that would have been you, Moose.
Yeah. That's why I got
No,
it.
Ken, didn't one of the parents put a stop to that?
Yes,
Yeah.
we were having way too much fun. Yeah.
Yeah.
But we would I think the rehearsals were really the place that I had the most fun because we got to collaborate, we got to be very physical in the thing that we got hired to do. Doreen really took care of us. She really wanted to make sure that anything we did, especially when it came to tumbling and stuff, that we were protected, we were safe. And so we had a really great atmosphere it just felt like play, you know?
Nice.
Of course, it was really exciting when the kids got bussed in to do the performance show portion of all the shots. And that was really cool. I loved playing the drums. It was just.
Oh, you took over Mario's spot.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's what everyone says.
Yeah.
Wait, you were
But can you
Mario.
actually play? My poor dad was trying to get Mario to hold the sticks right, and Mario would just spin them when he's supposed to be
too.
doing his solos.
Yeah, that's hilarious.
Yeah, no, all of it was so much. Oh, you know what was really fun? Whenever we had a break, we would some of the kids and I would walk out of the stage to another stage, and we would go sit in the audience to watch the Sinbad show because the Sinbad
Oh my
filmed their show
god!
at a local stage nearby. So we would just sneak out, go sit, hang out. You know, of course they had a laugh track at the time and no audience during that. So we would just sit there and enjoy watching their process, and it was really cool because
That's cool.
being on the side of the camera and then the other side was really, really awesome. It gave like
Where did Kids Inc. shoot around season 9? Like what lot? were you
TLA.
at?
Mhm.
Oh, KTLA, yeah.
Yeah.
KTLA.
Yeah, right where the old spaghetti factory used to be. Does anyone
Yeah,
remember that place?
That's her.
We shot there.
We shot there. Yeah,
Yeah.
Very
I
cool.
know the Denny's diet when I lost 12 pounds overnight.
Yeah.
Do you remember that, Moose?
Yeah.
All
It was
my
so
friends
sick.
just texted me that the Arby's closed.
Oh, that's
Aw.
Rest in peace, Arby's.
Now where am I going to get my dinner?
I think Moosey, you and I ended up going a lot to. What was you loved the sandwich shop?
Oh yeah,
That was
yeah.
in the-
But it used to be good when it started. Then franchise.
Was it Togo's or something?
Yeah, yeah.
That just came out of nowhere.
Wow.
But
Crazy.
they got, you know how some places will just suddenly be different and bad. They franchised and it was just not as good anymore. It was like a family owned thing at the beginning that was only in Northern California. And I had a friend up there who took me to Togo's when I was younger. Obviously,
It was delicious back then.
Yeah, yeah. But and then
40 years ago.
Shh.
I know.
Okay,
man.
Brian, pipe down.
And then we'd go out and with a bow and arrow and shoot our get our lunch and stone them, whatever.
Yeah.
Long time ago. Long time
Fetch her
ago.
water.
Yeah.
You guys are hilarious. Ken, do you remember the day that we rehearsed on the Love Connection set?
Oh my God.
Actually,
Yes.
I love that show.
I videoed everything, and this
You have
for
video
some
of
reason no, I don't have this, and I'm so sad. We actually had to rehearse in the back of the Love Connection set, and Brian Friedman and Sharon went up on stage, and Brian was Chuck Woolery, and Sharon was just randomly reading cue cards, and it made no sense. And I have never laughed so hard in all my life.
That's awesome.
Of all things not to have had my camera for, that I did not have. But man, that
Susan, what's wrong with you?
I know. I missed it. I missed it. But that was one of my favorite days, Ken, when we usually had an open sound stage, but there were some days we got rerouted and
Yeah,
that
we
was
had
one of those
to
days.
sometimes. Yeah.
Andrea, you're the OG, and you were in the iconic.
Let's not go too far. I'm a dinosaur.
Yeah, no, it's just like One Man Symphony is one of my all-time favorites. And what do you remember most, like, of the overall experience?
A lot of this, Carlton. It was just an amazing time. I think we were all so close. It felt like a big family. So that was awesome. I need to stop saying that. I did another stream with another person, with Tommy Kovac, Tom Kovac, Moose. And the whole time I said awesome, I'm like, can we please do this again? Just all the awesome stuff.
Start over.
It would be awesome.
I mean,
if we could.
rad. It's awesome. I still say, do you want me to tape you? And people look at me like, you mean record? Same difference. No, I think we were so close. And honestly, Tommy kept us so safe and stuff, like, and our parents were there, so we couldn't get too out of control. But I had a mad crush on Moose.
We all did.
Who didn't?
I still do, Moosie. I still do. You know that.
You love him.
Yeah, I think, well, I was kind of assisting Durain a little bit too. And then helping the kids like integrate in and sort of moving Stacy where she needed to go and stuff like that. Let's see. I just remember happiness. It just felt happy.
Yeah.
It felt easy, like there's an ease, I don't want to say easy, but an ease to it. And I don't know, there's so many people that for a long time would say, like, I'm not going to talk about Kids Incorporated. I'm like, why? For me, it set it all off, you know? It was amazing. And I've been very fortunate, but to have that as your first big job, you think everybody's going to be that close all the time. And that was a rude awakening for me a little bit.
Looking for the sword that's in the stone, searching for a dream to make my own. Everything I see says life can be a treasure hunt. Looking for the silver in the cloud, finding out the heart and feeling proud. Everything I see says life can be a treasure hunt. Mystery and thrills on the horizon.
celebration to last throughout the years. So bring your good times and your laughter too. We gon' celebrate your party with you. Come on. Celebration. Let's all celebrate and have a good time. Celebration. We gon' celebrate and have a good time.
It's time to come together. It's up to you. What's your pleasure? Everyone around the world, come on. One celebration.
Oh yeah.
Come on, celebrate, go.
Celebrate good times, come on. Celebrate. Celebrate good times, come on. Celebrate
Good times, come on.
But I just loved honestly, I loved every bit of it. Moosie would leave me notes, and so I would go into my dressing room and get the notes sometimes. I don't know if you remember that. Yeah. We would have slumber parties. You know, earmuffs, Moose. 7 minutes in heaven at these,
Oh my!
which was like, how much
never
longer do we
heard
have to
about
sit in
these
here?
slumber
Like,
parties.
how much longer do we have to sit in here? Because we're still slow dancing at this point, like this. I think that, anyway, I just had a great time.
Yeah, it was very typical, I think, of teenage years. You know, like
speaking
yeah.
of that, Ken and Andrea, you missed when I was trying to explain. So in this photo, you see where I'm pointing? That's Stacy. She's asleep on the table.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Well, you guys, do you
I was
remember? Go ahead.
I was just letting them know that we're pretty sure that that she was roofied by the leprechaun, but
Wasn't he your friend?
we don't know. No.
We don't
You're thinking
know.
of Richard Horvitz, the great, and he was the robot.
Richard, the robot.
And something
have
else.
his-
I don't believe he was the leprechaun because I remember the leprechaun.
The leprechaun was the guy from Children of the Corn.
Yeah, I was
I
gonna
love
say,
you.
it's the creepy guy from
Oh my
Children of the
God.
Are you
Corn.
serious?
And he was.
I
Just
found
as
scripts.
creepy.
Creepy. Oh,
I have
Oh my
scripts.
God.
Andrea has scripts.
Oh, yeah.
Oh,
My
Alright.
mom passed away, you guys, a couple years ago, but
so sorry.
she was like the best, and she made it all happen for me too, you know. But yeah, it was having the guest stars was fun. We, you know, again, Tommy kept us kids in the dark. I was just like, I got a job. I'm so excited. Like, and I remember walking onto the set, and it was the first time I'd been on a real set, and I was like, this is our home. Like, it just was like the smell of the sawdust and the paint drying, and I was going up to the doors going, why can't we get in? Like, to our little stoops. And why are you putting a weird, ugly brown wig on me for so many episodes? I had no
Why
idea
did
that
they do that?
because I became the graffiti kid, but I had no idea what Tommy and Gary had up their sleeve.
Right.
They didn't.
Nor did I
either.
need to know.
Yeah.
I don't know that they did. Maybe they did. I don't know.
Well, I was going to
Where
say
is Tommy? I thought he was supposed to be here.
I
today.
thought he was coming, and I'm not sure.
Slacker.
I could text him.
You
By the
want to
way,
text him?
I can text him too, Moosie.
Well, then you text him. You know, something you said, Andrea, a little while ago, reminded me of something about the music. But anyway, I don't know about you guys, but it took me a while to realize that not every song on the radio ends with ching ching
Cha
ching.
cha cha.
Yeah.
Michael
You don't throw
Cruz.
your hands up at the end, like just
Uh-huh.
Ching,
Bum,
ching.
bum, bum.
Crazy.
How's
I
that,
can
Brian?
still hear Doreen
Ken, you dying?
screaming.
Ken's dying.
Oh yeah.
Did you
When
throw
I
your sticks?
hear-
Bum, bum, bum.
When I hear any of
Sometimes.
those songs that we were on, I
She-
still hear her in
you
the
still hear
background.
Doreen? Smile.
Yeah,
She had a
Brian, lift up your
microphone.
hands. You know, screaming,
Bigger.
smile, kids,
Brian,
smile.
bigger.
Yeah,
There
bigger.
was a company owned by, I want to say, now Carl Gibson was our lighting guy.
Oh my
Someone from
God,
someone
Moosie.
from the Hal Roach company owned this company that was putting out a product called the singing machine.
The singing machine.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
It was like
Dude.
looked like the size of a PA. But
I
the
have
speaker-
one.
Yeah,
I had
I
one.
had one. I don't remember
Yeah.
what happened to it. and it had a microphone on it. And I think that's what Doreen may have been using it. And then I think
For
she
the God
graduated
mic.
to like the sound stage
Yeah.
system.
Yeah.
But I
She
hear
did
her all
because
the
I used
time.
to turn her echo on.
Oh my
Oh, really?
gosh.
It'd be like, kids.
Yeah.
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 She wasn't real
Smile.
happy with that. And
Yeah.
So you can tell, like, if you go back and watch any number, everybody smiles at the same time, and you're like, I can hear Doreen going, "Smile, kids!"
Right.
Yeah.
Smiles, everyone, smiles.
Yes, yeah.
We would
Her
totally
energy.
smile.
Brian, you're so quiet over there.
Yeah,
I
Brian.
just because I'm such a fan of the show. I'm such a fan of the show. Like when I got hired, I was like, oh my gosh, I won the lottery.
Right?
I've been
Yeah.
watching it
Yeah.
forever, you know.
And
So
then Ken,
being on the
Brian
set
worked with
was
us
like,
too. Yeah,
I
Brian
was
worked
just
with
blown
us
away.
too.
What's
Yeah.
that?
Brian ended up and came back and worked on Ken's season with us because you were doing an internship too. Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know what they
Cool.
had me doing though.
Why didn't I do
can't
that?
remember.
I was so stupid.
Yeah, you should.
Yeah.
No.
would
Well,
be
weird.
Brian, they had you playing the music, but then they realized I couldn't drive in LA. So then
Oh,
they couldn't
right.
do all the running.
No, I remember
And I
they
got
sent
the
me to
good days.
Manhattan Beach with some dailies once, and it took me like 7 hours.
Wow.
I think that was the last time they sent me.
Yeah.
On a
Brian's
run.
gone the whole day. But
Yeah.
Brian, what do you remember most? You like what? Because you were a fan.
I
That's
mean,
so
the
cute.
first thing was just,
That's
you know,
awesome.
I had idolized the principal characters, you know, like, you know, I really, really, really wanted to be a singer, like my whole life, you know, and so getting on the show just to be around like Ryan and Stacy and Renee and Rasan, like I grew up watching them, so I was sort of
So cool.
yeah, I sort of was just a huge fan that got to be on the show, you know. But the thing I think I would remember the most was just the dance rehearsals, like Ken said, like that's what we really loved doing, and also learning some of the, you know, learning two parts. Like we would learn our parts, and then we would learn some of the
And
principal
there's,
parts. We'd have to
yeah,
walk
yeah.
them through the rehearsals.
For us,
And
it was,
then-
this is where Stacy goes, and we'd have to like
Right.
usher her over, and yeah.
And then watching it, you know, I think it was the first time that I got to see myself on TV and living a dream. You know,
Aw.
and we couldn't. My sister had the Disney Channel. We had to drive to my sister's house to watch the show because we didn't even have the Disney Channel.
That you were
So,
on.
Same.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. So yeah, and we didn't. I don't know why we didn't just get it. Like,
Your mom,
yeah,
dad.
we would drive to my sister's house to watch it.
Like,
Ken,
I'm
have
making
you
a little bit of
watched-
money.
oh,
Can
go ahead.
we just get the Disney
Yeah,
Channel?
yeah.
Yeah.
I'll
I
pay
know,
for
yeah.
it.
For a
Ken,
couple of
had
the,
you watched? Oh, sorry, Moosie, go ahead.
no, I was just gonna confess one of my many crimes that.
Oh, please do. Now I can
When-
hear
when,
all of them.
I lived for a couple of seasons. I lived with 3 other of my buddies who, Andrea, I know that you know, in like kind of like a frat house environment without the college, you know.
I'd casually drive by when they were playing basketball. I'd be like, "What's
Oh, yeah,
up,
we'd play
guys?"
basketball. And Mario
I
would
know what street
spend-
that was on. Huh?
Mario Lopez would come home with me from work, and I'd drive back with me the next morning many times because Big Mario and Sylvia were coming from Chula Vista, and so he would just stay with me and trust that, you know, which.
Yeah.
But what I was going to say was that we so we used to just climb the pole like you do, and you hook the cable up, you know, to your house to get Disney
Mhm.
Channel. I'm saying, I don't, you know,
You just got to make it work. You know.
gotta make it work.
Wait, did
Mhm.
all 3 guys like gather around the TV at 5 o'clock on Monday, Wednesday, Friday, and like watch?
I
Oh,
think Moosey
yeah,
wanted to
yeah.
know that Moosey was like the least. He
Yeah.
was like,
Yeah.
Kids Incorporated.
Yeah.
What?
Yeah.
My buddies, just before church and Bible study, they would watch Kids Incorporated. Fortunately, they
Yeah.
were all way too hungover to get up for the show.
Right.
I'm
I
gonna
don't believe that. I don't believe that,
I'm
Moose.
gonna let my dog out and come back and
Come right
tune
back.
in too.
Okay. Ken,
Which
did you watch
dog?
the show?
I
before
did.
you go on?
Yes, I wore a red bandana around my leg for a while.
Yes.
Wow.
My
So many
hero.
people did. Yeah, absolutely.
You were old
Yes.
school.
I was old school.
I
Wait,
wear
what
mine in
the-
my pocket still. I teach at USC, assist at USC, and I wear ballroom, and I wear mine in my pocket. I'm like, yeah, that's right.
That was
Austin
a
got
Cha,
this-
that was a Scott Baio thing too, I think. Cha
Yeah,
had
yeah.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Yes.
Cha cha cha.
No, but Ken, when you came on, like it was virtually a whole new cast when you came in.
Yeah, I think
Yeah.
Haley, who was still there from the season.
Now I have to go watch all of them.
I know.
Oh, I
To see you
know.
guys.
Yeah.
Yeah. Haley, Anna.
Yes, Brian and Danielle Marcus Jansen. I think.
Yes, they were there, and Sharon.
And Sharon,
Yeah,
right?
Sharon.
Mm-hmm.
Andrea, go back and Google "Rhythm is a Dancer." That is just
gosh.
yes. That is one of my favorite. It was a stage number, but they brought the normal dancers out and put other
That you
people on
guys
the
did?
instruments.
Mm-hmm.
And they are nuts. Like there's just body parts everywhere. It's just like
Yes,
Nice.
a lot
one
of
of my
bamas,
favorite
a lot of
things.
like whipbacks, like it was.
yeah, whiplash.
I can't move my head because of that.
Yeah.
Not that particular thing, obviously, but
You know,
yeah, a lot of spotting involved.
this is a random thought, but if I go back in time and if I were the showrunner of Kids Inc., I'd have at least one episode where Riley invents some sort of silly something or someone bumps their head. Anyway, all the dancers become the principals, all the principals become the
Do a
dancers.
flip.
That would have been cool.
Do a flip.
Yes.
And wasn't, yeah, you know what I
cool.
mean? Like,
That'd
and
be-
just
Why
like,
did you pitch that?
I just thought of it. So
Damn it.
listen,
And Moosey
I-
could have directed that one.
Yeah.
I tell my actors, I've directed a lot of theater and I usually tell them up front, and there's a lot of truth said and jest. And many of my best ideas come after we close.
Yes.
I just pitched a whole bunch of ideas to Tommy. I'm like, if this comes back, they should do this, like send out all these like invitations, and we're all getting these invitations to go to the place all these years later.
Oh, yeah.
And it's like kind of haunted or whatever. And we get there and we're like, hi, oh my God, why are we all here? And it's a
be
new
like
cast, of
Lost.
course.
Yeah,
And they've
like
turned it into like a podcast kind of like cool.
that would
That'd
be
be so
awesome.
much fun.
and for you can actually do a lot of like visiting your former self. At least the dialogue
Okay.
kids, you know, can go. You can pick certain lines that would work.
Well, I have
that
the
were
lines
actually
right.
recorded back
It
then.
has all the scripts.
You had a whole episode of lines.
Well,
But,
I was
oh,
going to
anyway,
ask you about that.
We don't speak of it.
Yeah,
but in my
why?
episode where everybody switches the flip,
Moosey gave me so much shit.
um,
Our
Yeah,
acting teacher,
so-
our acting coach made me do it, guys.
No, it was
The
great.
whole world.
you think it's this whole like between the dancers and the five non-dancers, I'm not going to call them principals, we're going to call them non-dancers.
Non-dancers, I like that.
And I think it's kind of like a,
Just the
hey, I
dancers
never
and
knew
stuff.
how hard you guys had it, I have more respect for your guys, this kind of thing at the end, because I'm thinking of the way Kids Inc. is written.
Yes,
That would be,
Yes.
the moral of the story.
right, I'm never going to give you
Well,
a hard time again.
Right.
Beat you over the head.
Yeah.
Bam, bam. Are you going to get the moral? Now are you going to get the moral?
Yeah.
I remember being up on the box a lot with Wendy Brainerd and looking over at Moose going, when is this song going to frickin' end? This is crazy. And then, okay, and then we're using the
Cannons.
confetti this time, and that was a
Confetti
good
cannons.
indication that was our last take. So it was
Yeah.
like, yeah,
Yes.
not that I didn't want to do it, but a lot of Carlton is just a lot of Carlton.
And that's not a great
Brian-
sign because they were all, you know, truncated. They were all like abbreviated songs. I don't think they were the running time of the actual song.
Oh no, oh no, no, no,
Still
no.
wondering
Two
when
minutes
when it,
max.
yeah, and you're still wondering when it's going to end. That's not.
Well, I think when you're up there doing it 25 times and the audience is, you know, that was kind of cool too. Didn't they pull the audience from kids that were standing outside in a line and they could come in almost like a tape show?
Yeah, they were.
But then there were standards like John Paul or
Yeah.
isn't it-
Right.
yeah.
Right. John
And
Paul. We called those
Yeah.
the
he just reached
permanent
out to me
people.
actually.
Yeah.
yeah.
All of us fans called those the permanent people because you see
Yeah.
them all the same time. Of course, I ended up being that the last couple of years, and you know, but when I worked on it, when on tape days, I was actually doing some of the audience coordination and stuff too. So the last few years, like Ken's years, it had grown enough that people wanted to come and wanted to be there, and so
It wasn't a lot of eye rolling, like, oh my God, we have to do this 20 times more.
Yeah,
Go
but
back
the
to
kids loved
back to
it. I mean, the
first.
audience loved it. I mean, the audience. I was just with the times that I would come. I started going to the set in the 4th season, and when I got to sit at
just
the
missed you,
counter,
Susan.
I know.
Sucks.
When I got to sit at the counter with Moosie, I was so excited. Like you felt like you were part of the show.
Me too.
Yeah.
You know what what I remember about the kids, I don't remember how they got in there, but that's cool if they picked them out from outside, whatever. But what I remember learning early on not to throw too much reality at them because they were younger than even you guys were,
Yeah.
and they would ask questions as if it's in their world. This is all
This is real.
Is like the robot coming today or something, was something like
I think
that.
that was Stacy.
Yeah.
Sorry, Stace, I love you, but
still sleeping. Slept through the
sleeping
whole
back
thing.
She's still there.
Yeah. But I remember then, they would come up to the soda fountain and ask me questions about, the band, and you got all of it and stuff. And I remember staying in story and not going, this is all fake, kid. What do you I wasn't gonna like. I remember,
I was gonna say you were the one spreading the rumors. It was you, Moosie, troublemaker.
No. I'm saying
look, she's really a blonde.
Right.
Oh my God! You were protecting. You were going right along with it, Santa.
Yeah, because they were so innocent, young, and cute, and so happy to be there. And like, what do you?
Yeah, you were.
Yeah, you were. But but what I couldn't do is actually serve up. They would take orders.
Oh, right.
Yeah.
Yes.
They would ask
and
me,
I would be like, "Yo, I was 21st in line."
Yeah. What's that?
And we never got our ice cream.
No, I was just agreeing with you. I remember that. That's so.
Yeah, they would take orders, and they were, and I felt bad. Like I can't. This is wax. You can't.
You're like, it can't melt under the lights, guys.
Wasn't it like icing a lot of the time?
It was a lot of different.
Icing.
It was a lot of different gross stuff. Yeah. Some things used to like melt or turn colors because of the heat from the lights or something.
They started using mashed potatoes for a short time.
Oh, mashed potatoes.
Yeah.
That's gross.
I love mashed potatoes, but when I picture it as ice cream and you just don't know and you take a big old bite, it's like.
Well, I loved this one. I used to take a big scoop of wasabi and tell them it's green tea ice cream.
Those kids
loved it. No.
Oh, you loved it. Yeah, total. I love torturing those kids, man.
Yeah, that's not.
What a lucky group of kids that got to come in.
Yeah.
Tell Andrea and Ken about your experience with the confetti cannon.
Oh, yeah. So
were you too close?
So the season that this happened, we had moved to a really small garage. We shot in the tiniest studio on
they had to take the set out.
It was really small.
Yeah.
And it was really small. Yeah.
Wait, why?
Time, it was on Waring and Seward.
Yeah.
Right in the middle of Hollywood. And it was
across the
street.
Studio. It was across the street from where Desi Lou did the first season of I Love Lucy. Yeah.
And fucking love you, Moosie. You're like an encyclopedia.
You know the street, the steps and all that stuff? It was like cut in half.
Half
the streets, you know, the so-called street that.
Yeah.
So anyways,
I'm right. I know what you're doing, Moosie, because
we were doing
I'm like, concert. That word.
Yeah.
I'm staring at that right there, and I don't know refrigerator. That's the word, right?
The street.
I mean, I'm gonna get my dog back in, but I can hear you, so we're not going anywhere.
So it was
that's crazy, Brian.
The cannons blew. Yeah. So you're excited, right?
Oh, and you're in the small.
One of the dancers had hit me with their instrument because we were sharing a platform, as you do.
Right.
And so
that happened a lot.
I gave her, Shallon, the dirtiest look, which I think you might even still see on the episode.
Please send that clip.
But what had happened was the cannons blew up, and they hadn't a giant 6-foot fluorescent light fell from the ceiling and came down and the prongs hit my shoulder and it exploded in my face. And so
oh my God, Brian.
it was all timed out at the same time. that the cannons went off. So, you know,
You're
you
like, I
just
guess they
finish-
wrote me out of the show.
Yeah, you just finish the song, you do the ending, right? And
Cha-cha-cha.
as I raise my hands, I feel this like hot liquid pour down the
Oh,
back.
crap.
Of me. And so my arm just like was cut open, and they
Yeah,
rushed
go to the
me out
hospital.
the hospital.
Wow.
For my heart, still looking at a brand new start. Never, never say never. Never, never such a long, long time. Never, never say never. Never, I don't wanna change our mind. Never say never. No, baby, don't change your mind. Never, never, never say never. I don't wanna change your mind. Never, never, never say never.
Yeah, I had some stitches, and I got a leather jacket from Fred Siegel, and I was back at work the next day.
Brad frickin' Siegel was the jam for me when I
Yeah.
started making money.
Yeah,
Most of it went
No,
into
no,
trust.
that was the
Oh.
producers going, "Don't sue us, don't sue
yeah.
us."
So I
Exactly. Here's a
So
nice
Tommy
leather
and
jacket.
Gary sent me a leather jacket from Fred Siegel, and I still have it.
I was just
And-
gonna say,
Wow.
put it
Go
on.
get it.
Put
Go
it
get
on.
Put it
I'll go
on.
get it. I'll go get it. I'm gonna-
Okay. Can I tell
Okay,
you,
I'll
I'm
be right
so
back.
sorry that happened, Brian. That's like, I've had some near
Come back.
It's okay.
death experiences with the cannons as well. Yeah. And I'd be looking and I'm like, is there confetti? And they're like, don't look into
Don't.
the cannon, Andrea. I'm like, okay.
It's
The
amazing.
confetti, it was a lot of learning.
Yeah.
But
I
I
like
was
when you
12.
go back and watch the episodes, and you can tell like either the singers or the dancers get scared.
They
They're like, "Oh
anticipate.
God, I didn't know it was
Yeah,
coming."
it's coming.
Yeah.
Not Ken. Ken's a stuntman, so you never know.
Ken had it
All right.
down. Ken was like,
Oh,
There
Oh,
it is. There it is.
yes, put it
A
on,
s-
dude.
A size
Oh my
16 children's.
Yes.
It
And
says
does
4
it
kids
fit?
on it, I saw, which is kind of,
Yes.
That's
You
funny.
know, I hate to be. That's awesome. I hate to
It
be
still
the bearer.
fits.
really good shape.
Oh, that is a
Amazing.
nice jacket.
It still
That's
fits.
nice.
Yeah.
Dude, you need to rock that.
Yeah.
That was worth getting maimed for, I think.
You look
Fred
hot in that,
Siegel.
Brian.
Awesome.
Fred Siegel
Thanks.
just went out of business. I hate to
No,
Really?
you're
What?
killing
Did it
me.
really?
A little
I
piece of
don't
my
know.
soul just died.
Yeah.
That's
there's this-
awful.
There's this restaurant I
whole
go to,
thing?
Sugar
All of
Fish
them?
for sushi, and it's a brand new facility where the Sportsman's Lodge used to be in Studio City, and there's a Fred Siegel across from
There
Sugar
is?
Fish. So it was brand new facility, brand new Fred Siegel, brand new everything. So
How did I not know that?
I would go over and walk around and kill time while waiting for a table, no reservations there, and we go through Fred
Excuse me.
Siegel. And the last time we were there a few weeks ago, the Fred Siegel closed, and it was weird because this little shopping spot is really crowded, and I was always happy about that because I didn't want it to go out of business. I like what they did over there, and I thought, oh no, Fred Siegel. And then I read a couple days later, it wasn't, that place gets a lot of traffic. It's the company has now folded, and which sucks
Ah.
because
That totally
you know,
sucks.
I hate when we were a kid. When I was a kid, it was different than when you guys. It was obviously longer ago, but there was I think one of the original Fred Siegels had come over Laurel Canyon.
Yep.
By then it's Crescent Heights.
Yeah.
Right at Sunset on the corner where there's that.
That was
movie
the
theater
only
now.
one.
Oh yeah,
that was
you
the
could have
one,
lunch
man.
there.
I'm
Get a
we're in
little
Hollywood
lunch.
now. When you see Fred Siegel, you're in Hollywood.
Yeah.
That's where my mom and I we would just go on like after and waiting for traffic to die down or whatever. And of course we couldn't afford anything that was in there, but I'd maybe get like a scarf and
Yeah.
woo,
Socks.
Siegel. It was just walking around. But wow.
Crazy.
Yeah, sorry to tell you, but you got that jacket, Brian, and then
Yeah,
That's
I did.
hang on to
That's
that.
pretty awesome.
that's pretty rad.
Yeah, it was pretty good.
Brian knows I was obsessed with Jerry's Deli. I went there
Mhm.
every
Oh, really?
night.
Hey.
Yes,
Me
and they
too.
closed it.
They closed you guys, what's happening in the world? I'm in Irvine and I'm like in the most beige, everything's beige. I'm so ready to get back to LA. Oh, I can't. I mean, I'm in LA a lot, but when I drive around, I'm like, was this the street? Am I really this old? Because I don't remember going this way. Because a lot of places are down, and it's sad.
Yeah. I forget just how amazing these people are. Is that not incredible? We learned so much from just talking to everyone. And they have so many great memories from Kids Incorporated that they're willing to share with us. And I'm so grateful. So thank you to Andrea. Thank you to Brian. Thank you to Ken. Thank you to Moosie. As always, I just so appreciate their time. And since this was a year ago, I hope we can all get back together soon and maybe add some more people into the mix. I think that would be great. So you guys let me know your thoughts. If you have questions for anybody, send them to me. I highly encourage you to reach out to everyone on social media. Moosie's on Instagram, Ken is on Instagram, Andrea, Brian. They all have very worthwhile projects to support. And that may not be in the entertainment industry, but some of them still are. So I highly they would very much appreciate your support. And I highly recommend you checking them out on social media. Very, very much appreciate you guys checking us out, listening, tuning in, following us on social media. I hear the TikTok is a happening, so we may have to figure out how to get on there and start doing some Kids Inc. stuff on there. But I so appreciate you guys. I do want to, as always, thank Tom Lynch for carrying on Kids Incorporated, bringing it to life for all of us. I want to thank all the cast and the crew who work so hard on the show that we all love. I want to thank all of you who listen, all of you who reach out and support. I want to thank Eris, who contributes some of the songs to this, most of the songs, let me say that. And don't forget to look him up on YouTube. I think it's the official Kids Incorporated. Like if you type in Kids Incorporated on YouTube, his site comes up. He remasters everything. They look gorgeous. So don't forget to check him out. But really, again, you just put out a block of time, because once you start going and they're like, oh, I forgot they did this song. I forgot they did this song. And they all look so beautiful. It's so amazing. So definitely check out Eris's YouTube channel. Come back to the podcast, re-listen to your favorite episodes, reach out to me, kidsincpodcast@gmail.com, all of our social media. Let me know just anything you want to talk about with Kids Incorporated. And I love you guys. I thank you so much. I appreciate you, and I can't wait until we are together again. This is my new puppy, Moosie, and he wanted to be here for the sign-off. Oh, thank you, Moosie. Thank you. Be good to yourself. Be good to others. And may the joy, excitement, hope, and magic that was Kids Incorporated find a way into your life every day. Thank you guys so much. See you soon.
Have you heard?